Hello. Hello. Welcome. Monique Head here, founder of the Feminine Allure Academy and relationship coach to passionate, marriage-minded women. And I want to welcome you, especially if you're a new person here, to the Alluring Womanhood and Femininity Show, where I'm broadcasting from my home and my home office. Hi, Tammy. Good to see you. Welcome. I love your enthusiasm. And I just want to acknowledge you for being present here today. So I want to welcome you all to the Alluring Womanhood, the Alluring Womanhood and Femininity Show, where it's my intention to help women like us become more groomed for love, groomed for relationships, understand men so that we can have more beautiful interactions, embody confidence, and relate to men better. It's my intention to help you, to equip you with the skills, the virtues of feminine allure, so that you can bring your best to your everyday and to your relationship. And you can catch me here every weekday, Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Central, U.S. time, which is 12 p.m. Pacific and 3 p.m. Eastern. I always get tripped up on that part. But you can catch me here daily, right? I want you, because this is a part I'm sharing with you as a part of my commitment, right? My commitment to you, my commitment to this work, my commitment to my own journey, my commitment to your journey, right? Because this is a part of what I'm trying to cultivate here in the Alluring Woman community, is committed community. And I'm excited. So I honor you all for being here. If you know that you have any questions, go ahead and post it right now so that I can see it in the feed and be able to address it as I'm speaking. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Yes. Pardon me. Hi, Gloria. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Tammy. That's good. That's what I love to hear. I honor your commitment. And I see your desire. So, today, I'm going to be talking about really being the transformation that you desire, being the transformation that you desire in your life, and being that transformation that you especially desire in your love life. And that's so important, because if we want something from a man, we have to be able to mirror that for ourselves first, right? Because everything that we do is a mirror. We attract not what we want, we attract who we are. And, you know, part of the first thing from Florida, okay, so we have Capitol Heights, Maryland, we have Florida. This is a global community. This community has global reach. I'm talking about Iceland, Philippines, Jamaica, Michigan, like the States, South Africa. I want to say there's someone from Saudi Arabia or even Kazakhstan in this group. So thank you for posting. Thank you. If you have a question, please go ahead and post. But thank you for your interaction. That's what I want to say. Thank you for your interaction. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So being the transformation that you desire, being that transformation that you desire to see. You know, the quote by Mahatma Gandhi says, be the change. Be the change that you wish to see in the world. Be the change that you seek in the world. And this is so important because it starts with us. And as you know, I believe that we women have influence, right? We are the keepers. We have more influence. We reign in a position of influence, which means that we influence them more than they influence us. And yesterday, the topic was the modifying influence of the right woman. And I shared with you, really how men believe that women have that. It's us who stimulate men, who really motivate them, who create and really expand their creative imagination to get things done. And in order for us to be equipped and to have that, equipped, and really just to have what it takes, for lack of a better word, in order for us to really have what it takes, we have to tend to our inner landscape first. And when I work with women privately, that's one of the things that's really one of the first steps that we do, is helping women to tend to the inner landscape so that women like us can really concentrate on our own potential instead of our fears or the faults of the man in our life. And speaking of working with me privately, I have to let you know, this is what this is about. You're going to be hearing about Polish Your Potential, which is my private one-on-one mentorship for 1 year. It's an exclusive mentorship where I support women who want to learn how to let their guard down, open up their heart to love, be seen as alluring, own their femininity, and create that lifelong loving relationship with the man. That's what I would love to support you in doing. And depending on where you are in your journey, if this appeals to you, go ahead and email me, Monique at feminineallureacademy.com. Monique at Feminine Allure Academy. Go ahead and send me a message. And in the subject line, I want you to put "Let's talk." And tell me, what's your one question or concern that I can help you to solve right now? What's happening where you are in your life right now? What is it that's happening that you feel you can't do alone anymore? And this is important that you know this, because no woman is exceptional by herself. Beyonce is the bomb. Not that, I'm too much a fan, but she has a coach. LeBron James, right, who just took his team, the Cleveland Cavaliers, to the championship, has a coach. Who else? Who else can you name, right? The President of the United States has his chief of staff, someone to guide him and direct him. This is so important because you can't do it alone. When I was going through my own hot mess situation, I realized that it wasn't something that I could just pray myself out of by myself. I had to seek support, and I had to invest in myself through the services of another woman. And if this appeals to you, and you know that this is something that you feel like you need to do right now, then trust that feeling. Trust what your intuition is telling you, because our bodies are sources of information. And if not, if you keep putting it off, it's not really going to go away at all, right? Until you answer the call. And you answer the call, one of the ways that you can do this is by reaching out, right? So email me, Monique at feminineallureacademy.com. In the subject line, put "Let's talk," and let me know, what do you want? What do you want? What's important to you? Why now? And why do you believe that I can help you? Because I would love to support you if I can. So, pardon me. All right. So, being the transformation that you desire. Okay, so let me see if we have a question. Yes, so Gloria is working on herself this summer. My goal is to attract Mr. Right. My question is building my, let me see what this question is. My question is building my confidence up so you can be comfortable in a relationship and allow the man to lead, allow the relationship development. I hear you. Yeah, so that really is aligned with my topic for today, about really being that transformation that you desire, Gloria. And really the first step, well, first of all, why it's so important is that it begins with us. It begins with us. As I mentioned before, we have to be able to tend to our inner landscape, tend to the details of our life, so that we can reflect and exude what it is that we want in the world. For me, one of the things that I always knew, that I would find the man that I prayed for, that I would have him. He existed because I got into my body. I know what it felt like to be around a masculine man, safe and feminine. I felt safe. I felt feminine. I felt free. I felt protected. I felt cherished. All those things that you ladies have listed about how you want to feel when you're around a man, I felt all of that. And I felt it a few times, so that when I wasn't around it, it felt off. It felt very off for me. So being that transformation that you desire, you have to sink into that feeling and understand first. The first step is really knowing what you want. What is it that you want for yourself? What is it that you want to feel and to experience? Okay? You have to declare that. That's the first step, is that you have to declare what it is that you want. And if you don't know what you want right now, that's totally cool. And knowing what you want extends beyond just, what you want in a man. It's about what you want for yourself, because this transformation has to happen in you first before it would manifest in your life. So, pardon me. Oops. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, so really, what is it that you want? What is it that you want? That's going to be your first step. Declaring what it is that you want, actually writing that vision down, putting it on paper, and making it plain. Because that first step of the writing part, it does something where it really kind of quickens the spirit. And you begin to have that vibration that you exude into the world. And then you're able to start seeing things differently, right? You start to see things differently. You start to see men differently. And that's the first step in really being able to attract what you want. Okay. So that's the first step. The second really part is really transformation. So being the transformation that you desire, you have to think about, okay, what is the type of man that you want? Right? I'm hearing you, Gloria, and for the other ladies who are watching, when you know what type of man that you want, who is the woman? Who is the woman that really attracts that man? You know, if you want a wealthy man and you're not wealthy yourself, that's a part of it, right? You got to kind of be who you want. We attract who we are, not what we want. But if you're not wealthy yourself, that's cool. It's about getting yourself in the wealth mindset. Okay, where do wealthy men, where do they be? Where are they? What do they do? Okay, who is the woman that attracts a wealthy man? Who is the woman that attracts an honest man, a kind man, a loving man, a loyal man? Who is she? Who is the woman that tracks him and keeps him? She gets him and keeps him. Who is the one who has men chasing her so she can turn around and catch him? Who is that woman? What does she do? And it's going to be different. I want you to list some of those things. You know, what's the number one trait for you to have right now in your life, in your love life right now? Let me know. What's the number one trait? What's so important to you for you to feel and experience right now in your love life? Let me know. Let me know what that is. Okay? Because this is the time where you get to open it up, right? This is the opening for you. By being in this type of committed community, being here, this is where the magic happens, right? This is where you blossom into the woman who is both magic and medicine. Hey, how is that? The woman who's both magic and medicine, right? Meaning that you have what it takes to administer the healing balm that's needed right now in this world, that's needed for your relationship, that's needed for your family, for your children, to care for an elderly parent, right? To restore the love and the passion and the romance. And the magic part is that as a woman, you are designed for that. You have what it takes because you are in a position of influence. You reign, homegirl. You hold the power. And it's my goal to help you grasp your power, to implement your power, to implement the knowledge, to be a woman of wisdom, right? Loyal. I hear you. I hear you. So loyalty, you know, who is the woman now? Who's the woman who attracts a man who's loyal? And this goes back to really being the transformation that you seek, because loyal men exist, right? Especially once they found that woman. And I'm going to tell you a personal story here where I was in a relationship with a man who was extremely loyal. But then there were certain things, you know, always having that need to know what was coming next, wondering if we were going to get engaged. It was a long distance relationship too. So wondering, you know, is he out there with another woman? What's going on when he's not calling me, when we're not on the phone? If he's traveling for work, he traveled for work. But if he went out with some of his guy friends, that wasn't a concern of mine back then. I already posted on your wall already. Good. I see you. And I honor that. I honor your commitment and I honor your participation. I acknowledge you for that, Gloria. But really, I was saying, so there was something in my own spirit that would not allow me to trust. And I know it's so important for women like us to have it, to experience loyalty, to experience just the feeling of being free, the freedom that comes with that. And so, oftentimes when we're not able to trust a man, it's because we don't trust ourselves. So what's going on in your life? What have you done that prevents you from trusting? And I can speak about that because when I was going through my own stuff, you know, the dark night of the soul, or however they say it in the spiritual woo-woo world, you know, when I was the hot mess, when I was isolated, when I was afraid to be alone because I didn't want to think. Like I didn't want the thoughts of replaying in my mind over and over again, and I couldn't shake it. That's why it's important for you to be in committed community. That's why it's important for you to, Tammy says, yes, truth, yes, I hear you. Thank you. Thank you for the affirmation. I appreciate that. Yeah, so when I was just on my own and really just trying to do this thing on my own and trying to figure out, go through his phone, figure out what was happening next, peeping through kitchen windows, all that nonsense. Um, Part of it was attributed to my own guilt, things that I had done in the past. Okay, and I remember speaking to my mom, and I'm like, Mom, I just can't shake this feeling. What's going on? Like, why do I keep thinking like this? And she was like, because you've done some dirt. And I was like, ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. You know how sometimes you can have conversations with some men and they go all over the place. I understand that dirt has been done to us. I honor that. I see that. Yes. But we also have to get real about the things that we've done too. Okay. Hey, Michelle, how are you? Being true to self and finding one who accepts that too. And I in him. So that's what you want. Is that what I'm hearing that you want? What's the number one? What's number one for you right now as far as your desires is concerned? Is that it? I love that. I love that. Being true to yourself, which means honoring how you feel and honoring how you want to feel. Okay, that's a part of being the transformation that you desire. So for me to go back to this whole guilty thing, if I had trust issues, trust is definitely something that's really, really important to me. And for a lot of women, we want to know that this man will not cheat. That's a sore. That's an emotional wounding. And sometimes we may have never even experienced that personally, but maybe you witnessed something in your parents' relationship or a sibling's relationship or someone really, really close to you. And so you're like, hey, right, remember we put up that wall and see if he has what it takes to break it down, which doesn't serve us. It brings forth no profit because the man doesn't get to really see you and have the pleasure of getting to know you, right? We rob him of that pleasure. Your light is diminished and you don't operate in your feminine allure in that point. So what was I saying? So go back to trust. Trusting, yeah. So I have to trust myself first. I have to trust myself to choose wisely. I have to trust myself to know that this man is going to do right by me because I'm doing right by myself. You understand what I'm saying? Also, that I'm doing right by him too. Ouch, she said on my toes. Yeah. Yeah. So how are you ladies feeling right now? If you have any questions, post them right now. Let me answer them. This is really about cleaning out the emotional woundings. That's the first step. We have to heal. We have to heal before we become the woman who has the care to influence. We have to heal, because once you get that man, pardon me, you won't be happy, and you'll always be wondering what's going on. What does he see in me? What is it? Why is it that he won't commit? Cherish you, all these things. So being the transformation that you desire, it starts with you, okay? And as I mentioned before, the first step is to get honest with yourself about what it is that you really want. What is it that you want to feel? What is it that you really want to experience, okay? And then, hi Tammy, okay, you're not alone. You're not alone, and that's why I'm here, okay? And if you want to be supported in this, email me. And in the subject line, put "Let's Talk," right? Email me at Monique, I'm going to say Motor City Moxie, that's my past life. Monique at feminineallureacademy.com, and let me know how I can help you, right? What do you want right now? Why now? And why do you believe that I can help you, okay? What's just one question of concern that I can help you to solve so that you can have a plan to move forward with more confidence, with more grace, and with peace of mind. That's important. Peace of mind. I know you want peace of mind, right? So the first step is declaration. Step number 2 is really transformation. What does she do, right? Depending upon what you have in your list, the transformation that you want to be in the world, how do you live out that transformation? How do you be that transformation? Because that's what it's about. It's about raising your energy level, raising your frequency, your vibrational frequency, so that people can see you, girl. You got to be seen, okay? You have to be seen. And I know sometimes it's going to take help to allow, to release that, to melt the guard, to remove the armor. But that's really, really important. That's what the world needs right now, to see you. So for you to really shed your light. Thank you. Yeah, give me some more hearts. Give me some hearts. Give me some thumbs up. Let me know that you're feeling me right now. Let me know if you have some questions. Let me know. If you have any questions, go ahead and post them right there. Okay? I'm feeling like this is complete right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I like that. That's so cute. I wonder if that was showing the replay. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. So yes. I'm feeling like this conversation is complete. Being the transformation that you desire in your love life starts with you, and you have to be able to mirror what it is that you want. You have to develop spiritual practices, develop feminine practices. You have to tend to your inner landscape so that you can raise your vibration, you can elevate your mood, you're able to send out the green light, send out good signals. Number one, that you're a healed woman, that you're a whole woman. Number two, so you can send out the signals that, a man can succeed with you, right? Without the nagging, without the just wondering what's happening next, and that you can really be fun in the moment, right? People want to enjoy you. That's what they want to do. And that's what you bring, right? You bring pleasure to this world. You bring peace. You're a haven. You're a safe haven. And this is important, especially if you have children. I mean, and especially if you have sons. The skills that I teach are not just for your romantic life. They're life skills, really. Okay? Hi, is it Rochelle? Hi, thank you so much. She says, oh, this is so good. What do you like about it? Tell me right now. What's one thing that you like? What is appealing to you most? Got the AC on and it's still hot in here. Let me tell you about this St. Louis heat. I was not ready for this at all. Let me know if you have any questions, ladies. I would love to respond to them right now. I'm going to wait a little bit because it's about time right now. And speaking of beautiful and cleansing and healing, this lemon water is so nice. It just really, I feel so good after I drink it. The trust, right? Yeah, trust yourself and learn manifestation. Absolutely. Manifesting, is that something that's new to you, Rochelle? Having that power to really manifest, is that something that's new to you? Learning how to be a student instead of the teacher, that's good, Gloria. What great insight that is. Because we have to be followers before we can lead, Great mantras. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to give that a thumbs up. Let me see if I can do that. Okay, yeah. All right, ladies. All right, so tomorrow is Thursday. We're going to talk about meeting men in the real world, right? What did I write as my notes? Dating in the real world, the art of meeting men. Hey, that's going to be good because I know some of you don't like to online date. I know that's just... That's just another world out there, okay? And there's already so many things that are happening. It's difficult to meet men in real life, and especially if you're not good at vetting men. It becomes even more difficult to meet them online. But it can be fun. I'm sure it can be fun. So, yes, teachable, awesome. Teachable, awesome, awesome, awesome. So, ladies, that concludes this episode of the Alluring Womanhood and Femininity Show. For those who are new and maybe watching the replay, I'm Monique Head, relationship coach to passionate, marriage-minded women. I help women meet men offline, the art of meeting men offline. And really help women to let their guard down, to trust again, to relinquish the control, to really just blossom into the best version of yourself so that you can understand your power as a woman. You can advocate for yourself. You can bring your best to your everyday and to your relationship. Okay, so that you can influence the sustainability and really the integrity of the universe, so that we can have beautiful families in place, so we can elevate. That's what this is about. This is about elevation. This is about influencing culture. That's what you do. You influence culture whether you know it or not. So what are you bringing? Is your life a warning or is your life an example? And it's my mission to help you allow your life to be an example. All right? Okay. Well, ladies, that's it. I will see you all tomorrow. Okay, see you all tomorrow, same time, 2 p.m. Central, noon Pacific, and 3 p.m. Eastern. You all have a beautiful day. Take care.